सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। हरि ओम। We are in the second day of Jnanasarah. Jnanasarah is the essence of thought, essence of wisdom, essence of knowledge. Knowledge is happening to us in the form of thought. And what is the essence of that thought? Is this text called Jnanasarah by Pujya Guruji, Swami Tejomayananda Ji. He was formerly the global head Chinmaya Mission. And so this, we saw up to the fourth verse, I think, yesterday. Very, very beautiful verses. Ishasya dasoham iti prajanan tenaiva yukto vivideshu karmasu devasya kavyam jagadeta datatam pashyan sada karma karoti sadakaha. The sadhaka, the disciplined person who is subjecting himself to, he's a disciple who subjects himself to discipline. He sees this whole world as devasya kavyam, the poetry of the Lord. Jagadetad atatam, this whole world is covered by the poetry of the Lord. Pashyan sada, seeing all the time. Karma karoti sadhakaha, he does all actions. Ishasya, how does he do? He doesn't do, I am doing the work, without me nothing is possible. Not that attitude. Ishasya dasaha aham, I am the servant of the Lord. Iti prajanan, knowing that completely well, very well. Tenaiva yuktaha, he is united with that thought only, the humble thought of I am the servant of the Lord. And then he engages in vivideshu karmasu. He is engaging in different kinds of actions. And he does those karma karoti sadhaka, vivideshu karmasu, karma prajanan yuktaha tenaiva devasya kavyam jagadetad atatam. This whole world is covered by Deva, by Ishvara, and knowing that he does actions, that is a sadhaka. And so what does a sadhaka ask? What is the question that he asks for himself? He is a jignasu. When the sadhaka's mind is purified with karma yoga. Karma yoga is doing action. Actually, basically, it's just doing action lightly, taking it easy, not thinking too much about oneself, not thinking that I am the person who is doing this action. Because of me, this action is happening. There is nobody in this world who can do like me. So all these thoughts are not there. And in the action also, he does not have any attachment. Like we like to do only certain works that we love to do. If something that we don't love is given to us, we resist that. The karma yogi or the sadhaka is not like that. Whatever work that comes to him is a grace of the Lord. From the universe, whatever is given to us, then he does that work, he takes up that work, and he offers it. He doesn't keep the results of that action for himself, but he offers it to that Ishvara. And this sadhaka, whose mind thus becomes purified through karma yoga and bhakti yoga, is the worship of Ishvara. He has certain questions in his mind. So only when we discharge our duties and our mind becomes relatively free of the problems of the world, the attachments to the world, only then the right kind of questions will arise in our mind. So what are the questions the sadhaka is asking? Very beautiful verse, fifth verse. Koham kutoham kimidam cha vishvam kam pujayanti hajanascha devam prayojanam kim mama jivanasya. Prayojanam kim Mama Jivanasya Jignyasurevam Vichinoti Nityam. Jignasu, the one who wants to know the truth, is a Jignasu. Kaha aham, kutaha aham, kimidam cha vishwam. Who am I? From where have I come? I, like everybody we see being born and going away. From where are they coming? Where are they going? It is not about another person. Asking about my own self. Koham kutoham kimidam cha vishwam. Kam pujayanti iha. Who is the one who is being worshipped everywhere in temples and in holy places of worship at home also, in altars at home? We are doing worship for somebody. Who is that person we are worshipping? Janasya Devam, all people in this world are worshipping some God. Who is that God? Prayojanam kim mama jivanasya. Mama jivanasya prayojanam kim. What is the use of my what is the use of my birth? Why am I being born? Why am I born? What is it that I have to do in this world? Prayojanam kim mama jivanasya. Jignasuhu evam vichinoti nityam. The Jignasu is making such questions. The Jignasu is making such kind of a questions. Vichinoti nityam. So I think we saw this verse also. 6th verse, we've seen that. Tarkena naisha matirapaneya Jnatva shruter gacchati sadgurum yaha viveka vairagya shamadhi yukto gurum hi sevetasa shishyavaryaha. So this verse also we've seen yesterday, but this Jignasu, the one who has certain doubts, he is like, he understands that by tarka or by logic, like I am sitting on the chair is on the ground, so I am sitting on the ground. This is logical inference. He says that Ishvara, the truth, is not arrived at by logic. That's what the Shrutis say also. The Vedas also say, Vedanta says that by na eva tarkena manushya labhyaha. You cannot, the Kathopanishad says, you cannot get to the truth by tarka, by logically arguing something or trying to arrive at a logical conclusion. Logic has its own limitations, and logic, even if the logic is right, sometimes it may not convey the truth. We have so many examples for that. Tarkena na esha matihi apaneya. My mind cannot be taken to that place by logic. Jnatva shrutehe gacchati sadgurum yaha. He knows this from the Shrutis. He knows this from the Vedas, from the Upanishads. He knows that by logic I cannot get to that truth. Then what does he do? Gacchati sadgurum yaha. He goes to a Satguru. Yesterday I think we discussed about that. Who is a Satguru? Viveka vairagya shamadhi yuktaha. And he doesn't go simply. He has cultivated these qualities of viveka, the right discrimination. Vairagya is withdrawal from whatever is untruth and aligning oneself with the truth. That is vairagya. Then shama. Shama is a quality of peace of mind. Dhamma is control of the sense organs. Adi yuktaha. Shama, dhamma, uparamastitiksha, shraddha, samadhanam, mumukshutvam cha. All these qualities we mentioned yesterday. Gurum hi seveta. He approaches the guru and he worships the guru. He does seva to the guru. Seva means it can be anything that the guru really wants, not doing what we like, but whatever is essential for the guru, whatever we are able to do, offering that kind of a service to the guru. Seveta. Tadvidhi, Bhagavad Gita says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. The jnani who has seen the truth, when the student approaches him, Tadvidhi pranipatena, you fall at the feet of the guru, pariprashnena, and ask questions, not about who is going to win in the next elections, or why is the condition in America like this? Why is the condition in Australia like this? Why is Bharat not becoming a developed country yet? How many years after independence Bharat is still not? These kind of questions. Question is, who am I? Like the earlier questions, that is koham, kutoham, Kimidam cha Vishwam, Kam Pujayanti Ka Janascha Devam. These kind of questions. Jnatva Shrutehe Gaj Sadgurum, Gurum hi Seveta cha Shishyavaryaha. Shishyavarya is the best among students. He serves the Guru and he asks the right question at the appropriate time when the Guru is pleased with his service. At that time he asks. Now the Guru is saying, the Guru has begun his teaching. Shri Guru Ruvacha Drishyam Yadetaccha Jadam Vikari Sarvam Jnanatmaiva Mrisha Vinashi Atma tu Drishtaiva Chitisvabhavaha Na Drishyate Napi Nibadhyate Va Drishyam Yadetat Cha Jadam Vikari. Drishyam, whatever is seen by us with the eyes, heard by the ears, smelt by the nose, tasted by the tongue, and felt by the skin, whatever is thought by our thoughts, whatever is emoted by our feelings, whatever sensation we have, the body that we see, the mind that we have, the intellect that we have, and everything else in this world besides all this is drishya. Meaning, if I can see something, that is drishya. If I can see, hear, taste, smell, touch, anything, it can be outside, it can be within me also. That is called drishya. Yat etaccha. And everything that is yat drishyam, tat jadam. Whatever is drishyam is jadam. Jadam means it is inert. It does not have life on its own. It does not have awareness of its own. Jadam. Vikari. And whatever is jadam, it also keeps modifying. Drishyam is not the same all the time. A thought is not same all the time. A feeling is not same all the time. A sensation is not same all the time. An emotion is not same all the time. The visuals that we see around us is not same all the time. The smells that we experience are not the same all the time. And everything in this world keeps changing. Vikari. Sarvam hi anatma eva. Mrisha vinashi. Sarvam hi anatma. Anatma means not I. Whatever I see is not I. I am different from that object. It is not me. It is not I. Sarvam hi anatma. Anatmava eva. Also, it is only anatma means there is no reality to it. Like we don't need to worry about anything in this world because there is no reality to anything in this world except consciousness, except the awareness, which is you and which is I. Mrisha. Mrisha means it appears to be. For example, this lamp is there. It appears to be a lamp, but before it was manufactured, its parts were somewhere else. Its parts were somewhere else, and sourced from the ground, from the soil, silica, the glass, the chemicals for the battery, the wire, the charger, the plastic. Everything is got from the 5 elements only. So sarvam hi anat mrisha means it may appear as a lamp right now, but it is only as a lamp for a certain period of time. And even when I bought this, it says for 1,000 hours you can use it. Meaning after that, where will it go? It will have to be disposed and it will be in some burial, in some dumping ground somewhere in the city. Mrisha vinashi. Unless we learn to recycle our electronic waste and our plastic waste and glass waste, until we segregate it, it is going to be lying in some dumping ground. Vinashi, it is capable of being destroyed. All objects, every object that we can see, hear, taste, smell, and touch, think, feel about, think about, and experience as sensations. Atma tu drashta eva, but the Atma, the self, meaning the I, the Atma, we don't need to think of anything. There is nothing to think about. The word I is called Atma. Whenever we use the word I, we are referring to Atma. Atma is drashta. The I is a seer. Chiti svabhavaha. It is of the nature of consciousness. The Atma is conscious, meaning it has got the awareness of illumining other thoughts. That's called consciousness. Chiti svabhavaha. Na drishyate napi nibadhyate va. You cannot see that Atma, which is the nature of Chiti. Like you can see this light, this lamp. But the light within the lamp, it is evident coming outside through the glass. But as the light of the lamp, only the light of the lamp, you cannot see it separately. It does not have a separate existence. The Atma tu drashta eva chiti svabhavaha, nature of consciousness, the illumining nature of consciousness. Na drishyate, you cannot see that Atma, you cannot see the I. Napi nibadhyateva, also you cannot be, it cannot be bound. You cannot be bound by that. Napi nibadhyate va. Va means and two also. So the next verse, 8th verse. Atma hi nityo khila loka sakshi saeva jagatah paramashrayopi evam vijanan sadasad viveki bhavati siddhah paramarthadarshi. Atma hi nityaha akhilaha lokasakshi. Akila loka sakshi. Atma hi nityaha. This I is eternal. It is the akila, complete entire world. Loka means whatever we see, meaning whatever we experience in our mind, the sensations, everything is within. It is nothing is spoken of about without. Everything is within only. Within means within the skin, within the physical frame. You have everything there. Nikhila, Akhila, Loka Sakshi. The Atma, the Loka is the experience of the Atma, the self, is our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions and sensations. And to a great extent, it can experience our intellect, it can experience the Chittam, it can experience the mind, the subtle body. The gross body, the Atma is present, but it does not illumine the gross body as such. The gross body is very physical in its nature, and Atma is very subtle in its nature. Nitya, but because of the presence of that self only, we are able to see the gross body also. Atma hi nityaha akhila loka sakshi. It is a sakshat ikshate, something that directly perceives everything in this universe is sakshi. Sayeva jagataha paramashrayaha api. That person alone is that Atma alone is a supreme ashraya. Ashraya means the abode for this whole jagat, for everything in this universe that is moving about. Like it can be our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sensations, and the world outside also. Where does everything culminate? In the self. Parama ashrayaha api. This Atma is that supreme refuge for everything in this universe. Evam vijanan sadasad viveki. He knows this. The student, the teacher is continuing. After having known this, be a sat asat viveki. Viveka means to be able to distinguish between one from the other. This is a book and this is the lamp. Or that is a lamp, that is a cup, and that is a decorative piece of contains Arjuna and Krishna, the Bhagavad Gita, Gitopadesham. So that is Viveka of objects. Here the Viveka is who am I and what is not I. Who is that I that is talking and what is not I is Viveka. Sat asat viveki bhavati iha siddhaha paramarthadarshi. Such a person, in this world itself, he remains a siddha. He becomes an adept person because he has seen that supreme truth, supreme abode, paramartha darshi. The 9th verse. Ahameva tattvam jagadashrayam yat Bhinnam yatas sarvama bhasamatram ahameva tattvam jagadashrayam yat Bhinnam yatas sarvama bhasamatram kuto bhayam me paramartha darshinaha Hyaham parananda swarupa eva. Ahameva tattvam. I am only that essence. The one who is searching for that self, wherever I am searching, the one who is searching only is the self. Ahameva tattvam. That tattvam in which jagad ashrayam yata. The whole world takes refuge in me. That is the tattvam I am. Bhinnam yataha. It is different because Sarvam abhasa matram. Everything else that we see is only abhasam. It is only an appearance. I may see an object really outside. We may think it is outside. But we are only perceiving that object behind our eyes, in our mind, as an image that falls inside. and we are looking at that image, and we are thinking that we are seeing that object. We are not seeing the object, we are seeing the image. Like as I told yesterday, when I look into the mirror, I'm saying I'm seeing myself, but actually I'm looking only at the mirror. The mirror is capable of reflecting this form, and since I identify with this form, I'm saying it is me in the mirror. So that's what it means by sarvam abhasa matram. So who is it that I see in the mirror? It is only a reflection of mine. Abhasam. Kuto bhayam me paramartha darshinaha. So now I am that supreme truth. Where is the fear now? There is no fear. There is no reason for fear. Hi aham parananda swarupa eva. I am that ananda swarupa. Para ananda. Supreme bliss means it is not nullified by anything. Any object that we get or don't get, anything that makes us feel sad or sorry, nothing can affect that supreme self. I am that supreme self. Paramananda Swarupa Eva. Okay. One moment. The next verse 10. Mudhastu ragi vishayeshu nityam vivekinasteshu viragayeva ascharyametat khalu tattvaveta vairagya bhavepyadhuna viraktaha. Mudhastu ragi vishayeshu nityam. So this verse is comparing there is a discrimination that the ignorant person, the person who is not aware of the self, also discriminates, meaning between one thing and the other, and the wise man who knows the truth also discriminates. What is the difference between that discrimination? Mudaha to ragi, he is attached. Mudaha means he does not know the truth. He is attached to vishayeshu nityam. He is attached to all the objects. Objects means all the objects that we see in the world reflect in our mind as thoughts. And being attached to those thoughts, being attached to those desires, being attached to those sensations, and being attached to those feelings is a mudha. He is attached. Vivekinaha teshu viraga eva. But the viveki, the one who knows to discriminate between who am I and what is not I, he is having viraga. He is not attached to all those things, all those objects. Ascharyametat kalu tattvaveta. The one who is a knower of the truth, isn't it very amazing indeed? Vairagya bhavepi adhuna viraktaha. This knower of truth, there is a bhava. Vairaga bhava means that feeling of detachment from everything. He is detached even from that feeling. Even that feeling is not experienced by him as a solid thing. No, it just exists. He does not identify with it, and he does not make something big out of that vairagya bhava. Otherwise, we may detach from everything, but if we don't detach from this feeling of detachment, we will think that we have got two horns on our head, that we are such a great person. We are able to detach from everything in this world. See the whole world, how attached they are. They are attached to gold, they are attached to jewels, they are attached to people, they are attached to emotions, thoughts, feelings, sensations, they are attached to objects, they are attached to desires. And I am only great, I am detached. That pride will come. So when that person is detached even from that feeling of detachment, then he becomes the supreme virakta, one who is completely given up all kinds of attachments. The 11th verse, Dvaitam yada bheda bhavastadaiva rago viragas tathaham mameti Leenam pare brahmani manasam yada katham pravrittischa katham nivrittihi. Dvaitam yada bheda bhavastadaiva. When there is duality, then alone, only when I am there and something else is there, only then there is a difference. Bhedabhas tada eva dvaitam yada. Whenever there is duality, only then I see the difference between this is me and this is not me. Rago viragaha tathaham mameti. With these differences, raga is there, attachment is there, I am attached or I am detached. All those days I was so much attached to so many things. Now I am detached from everything. Viragaha. Tatha aham mameti. So even the thoughts of I and mine is also not there. Leenam parabrahmani manasam yada. When the mind becomes completely absorbed in that Brahman, the truth, that supreme self, katham pravrittischa katham nivrittihi. How is the, for doing any action, whether going out and doing action in the world or withdrawing from action, we need the presence of the mind. The mind has to be behind that action to be able to do something, whether it's the action of withdrawing from the world or going towards the world and doing something else. The mind has to be present. When the mind is completely absorbed, when we are in sleep, the mind is absorbed to a great extent, but it wakes up in the morning, and even when there's a little bit disturbance in sleep also, the mind is awake. During dreams also, the mind is awake. When the mind is completely absorbed in the state of sleep, we are not doing any action. Or sometimes we may be moving this side and that side, or kicking our legs, or pushing our arms, or talking in the sleep, or sleepwalking, somnambulism, somniloquism, and all we may do. But since the mind is completely at rest, we are not able to see that we are also doing these actions. Actually, the actions become very, very minimal in the time of sleep because the mind has completely gone to rest. Leenam pare, here it is not the sleeping, it is a leenam pare brahmani. That Brahman is always there, and in that Brahman, the mind gets absorbed. Mind means here thoughts. There are no thoughts coming, there are no doubts coming, there are no questions coming, there are no desires coming, there are no beliefs that are active in the mind. Leenam pare brahmani manasam yada katham pravrittischa katham nivrittihi. How can I engage in the world and how can I withdraw from the world? It is not possible. And the teacher concludes his teaching with this last verse, 12th verse. We have 6 more verses to go. We are going to see that tomorrow. We will see this last verse of teaching. Karya karya bhayan muktaha labha labheshu yas samaha जीवन्नेव स मुक्तो वै नित्य बुद्धो न संशयः कार्य कार्य भय अभय भया भयान मुक्तः कार्य कार्य. What I am doing, what should I do, what should I not do? I mean, I am feeling scared, I have courage, I am not feeling scared. Bhaya abhaya, fearlessness. From fear and fearlessness he is free. From action and inaction he is free. Labha alabha, from gain and loss he is free. Yaha samaha, he is equal in all. Jivan nevasa muktaha, why? Such a person, even while living in this world, he is free. Meaning, it's a very simple understanding. We can understand it this way. Suppose I want to have a Bharat Ratna. It's just an example. Suppose I am aspiring for a Bharat Ratna. Jivan Muktaha means while I am living, I get the Bharat Ratna. But sometimes Bharat Ratna can also be given posthumously. So I don't get it during my lifetime. After I die, the Bharat Ratna is conferred to me posthumously. So that is the material example of Jivan Muktaha, and one is Videha Muktaha. So Jivan Muktaha means even while I'm living, I experience a freedom of, not being attached to thoughts, feelings, emotions, objects, sensations, desires. I'm living that life of not being attached. Videha Mukti means I will completely be living like this. People will note, and after I die, people will say this person, he's a Videha Mukta. They will not tell when I'm living because it is not a very evident. But after the body dies, then only that kind of an experience happens to me. That is called Videha Mukti. So like how the person receives Bharat Ratna posthumously, that experience of receiving the Bharat Ratna will happen in some other form. In the same way, this Videha Mukti also, the person has got the knowledge already, but he has not completely experienced it in this lifetime while living, and he gets to drop the body, and in that condition of the body that is not there, he experiences freedom, and that is called Videha Mukti. So Jivaneva Muktaha means in this world itself I am free. Living in this world, I am free. Jivaneva sa Muktaha, why? Nitya Buddhaha, na samshayaha. He is Nitya Buddha means he knows forever, all the time. He knows. There is no doubt about it. Na samshayaha. So we will see the remaining 6 verses tomorrow. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Hara Hara Mahadeva. Hari Om. Happy Vasanta Panchami to everybody. Today is a beautiful day of Saraswati's worship. Vasanta Panchami. Hari Om.